Hello students. So today we will be learning about different type of matrices we have. The first one we will be learning is the rectangular matrix. So a matrix A is said to be rectangular matrix if number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Okay, so a matrix A is said to be rectangular matrix if number of rows is not equal to number of column. Okay, so how do we denote a matrix? So when we are writing a matrix, we denote with the capital alphabet. Okay, this is how we denote, and the order is written at the bottom over here. We write the order, which is m cross n. So m denotes the number of rows and n denotes the number of column. M denotes the number of rows, n denotes the number of column. Okay, so a matrix A is said to be rectangular matrix if number of rows, which means m, is not equal to number of columns, which is n. So for example, 1, 2, 8, 9, 6, 4. Okay, let us just check the number of rows in this. The number of rows, which is m, in this is 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 rows and the number of columns are 1, 2, 2. So the number of rows are 3 and the number of columns are 2. So 3 is not equal to 2. Hence, this is a rectangular matrix. Let us just see one more example of a rectangular matrix. For example, is this a rectangular matrix? 2, 10, 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so what are the number of rows? 1, 2. And the number of columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 columns and 2 rows. So number of rows are 2, number of columns are 4, and 2 is not equal to 4. Hence, the number of rows is not equal to number of columns. Hence, this is a rectangular matrix. Okay, that was the first type of matrix. What is the second one? Second is row matrix. Okay, what are row matrix? A row matrix is a matrix which consists of only one row, one single row. Okay, so a row matrix is a matrix which just consists of one single row. Let us just see an example. A is equals to 1, 2, 8, 4. Okay, so let us just write down the order over here. How many rows are there? 1. And how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 columns and 1 row. So this is a row matrix. For a row matrix, we should have only 1 row. Okay, another example. Let us just take 1, 2. So the number of rows is 1 and the number of columns is 1, 2, 2. Again, there is just one row, so this is a row matrix. So let us just read the third type of matrix, which is column matrix. Okay, so what is a column matrix? A matrix is said to be a column matrix. A matrix is said to be a column matrix if it consists of only one column. Okay, a matrix is said to be a column matrix if it consists of only one column. Let us just look at one example for this also. Suppose I have a matrix P, say X, 1, 2, Y. Okay, let us just see how many rows are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. there are 4 rows and how many columns? So there is only one column. So this is a column matrix. Okay, let us just check one more example. Q is equals to 1 1 1 1. Okay, so how many rows again? 1 2 3 4. So there are 4 rows and how many columns? 1. So this is one more column matrix. So this is our third type of matrix we have read. Okay, let's just move to the fourth type. The fourth is square matrix. Okay, so so what is a square matrix? Okay, a matrix A is said to be a square matrix if the number of rows is equal to number of columns. Okay, a matrix A is said to be a square matrix if the number of rows is equals to the number of columns. Okay, let's just take an example. Suppose there is a matrix A given as A, B, C, D. Okay, so how many rows in this matrix? 1 2. So 2 rows cross how many columns? 1 2. 2 columns. So the number of rows is equals to the number of columns. So this is a square matrix. Let us just take one more example to this. B is equals to 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, so how many rows? 1 2 3. 3 rows cross how many columns? 1 2 3. 3 columns. So the number of rows is equals to the number of columns, hence this is a square matrix. Okay, let's just move to our next type of matrix. So the next matrix we will read is diagonal matrix. Okay, what is a diagonal matrix? So diagonal matrix, a matrix A is said to be a diagonal matrix if the number other than diagonal are all 0. Okay, if the number other than the diagonal are all 0. Okay, let us just look at the example. Matrix A is equals to 2 0 0 4 0 4 0 0 0 1. Okay, please look at the diagonal elements 2 4 1. So all the diagonal elements are non-zero, but look at the non-diagonal elements, they are all 0. For a diagonal matrix, all the non-diagonal elements are 0, but all the elements on the diagonal are non-zero. Hence, this is an example of a diagonal matrix. Also, what is the order of this matrix? Order is number of rows are 1 2 3 3. Number of columns are again 3. Okay, so the order of this particular matrix is 3 cross 3. Okay, let's move to our next type of matrix, which is scalar matrix. The fifth type is our scalar matrix. Okay, what is a scalar matrix? A matrix A is said to be a scalar matrix if all the elements on the diagonal are same. Okay, a matrix A is said to be a scalar matrix if all the elements on the diagonal are same. So again, let us create an example. Let A be a matrix. Let A be a matrix. How it is? let me just write 5 0 0 0 5 0 0 5 0 and 5. So you can see all the elements on the diagonal are one scalar, which is 5, and all other elements are 0. So this is an example of scalar matrix. Okay, let's move to our another matrix, sixth type, which is identity. Okay, what is an identity matrix? A matrix, a square matrix A is said to be an identity matrix if all the diagonal elements are 1 and all non-diagonal elements are 0. Okay, so this is the definition for identity matrix. Let me give you an example of a 2 cross 2 identity matrix. Okay, 2 cross 2 means there are 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay, 1 0 0 1. So this is a 2 cross 2 identity matrix. Let me give you an example of a 3 cross 3 identity matrix. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. 3 cross 3. Okay, so this is an example of a 3 cross 3 identity matrix. Okay, let us just go to our another type of matrix, which is our null matrix. Okay, so let's just read the 8th type, which is null matrix. Okay, what is a null matrix? A matrix A is said to be a null matrix if all the entries are 0. Okay, if all the entries of the matrix are 0, then this matrix is known as a null matrix. Let us just start with 1 cross 1. 1 cross 1 null matrix is written like this. There is one row, and there is one column. What is a 2 cross 2 null matrix? A 2 cross 2 null matrix is given like this. All 4 entries 0. Okay, so what is a 3 cross 3 null matrix? A 3 cross 3 null matrix is this. All the elements again still 0 0 0 0 0, and the last column as well is 0. So all the entries are 0. And same way 4 cross 4, 5 cross 5, 6 cross 5, and so on are our null matrices. Okay, next type of matrix is upper triangular matrix. What is a upper triangular matrix? Okay, so what is upper triangular matrix? A matrix A is said to be a upper triangular matrix if all the elements on and above all the elements, if all the elements below the diagonal are 0. Okay, if all the elements below the diagonal are 0, then that is said to be a upper triangular matrix. Okay, let us just write down an upper triangular matrix example. A 1 2 4 0 2 3 0 0 8. Okay, please note all the elements on the diagonal and above the diagonal are non-zero, but all the diagonal elements below the diagonal are 0. So this is the upper triangular. Triangular because they form a triangle on the upper side of this matrix. There is a triangle which have all non-zero terms on the upper side of this matrix. So this is an example of upper triangular matrix. Let us take a 2 cross 2 example as well. Okay, so a 2 cross 2 example will be 1 2 0 1. So this is one of the example for a upper triangular 2 cross 2 matrix. Same way you can create for 4 cross 4 and so on. Okay, so that was our another upper triangular matrix. Okay, what is a lower triangular matrix? What is a lower triangular matrix? Okay, let us just define the lower triangular matrix. A lower triangular matrix A is said to be lower triangular matrix if all the elements on above the diagonal above the are 0. Okay, so a matrix A is said to be lower triangular if all the elements above the diagonal are 0. Okay, let us just take an example. This is my matrix A. Okay, so it says all the elements above the diagonal are 0, above the diagonal. So this is my diagonal, this is 0, this is 0, this is 8, this is 2, this is 0, this is 4, this is 1, this is 5. Okay, please notice all the elements above the diagonal, are 0. So there is a triangle formed by non-zero number in the lower. So that's why this is a lower triangular. Okay, let us just write down a 2 cross 2 lower triangular matrix. A 2 cross 2 lower triangular matrix. 1, 2, 3. And this element being 0 because this is above the diagonal. All the elements below and on the diagonal are non-zero. So this is known as a lower triangular matrix. Okay, one last matrix is submatrix. Okay, what is a submatrix? A matrix is said to be a submatrix if it is obtained from some existing matrix by taking its rows and columns. Okay, so again I will give you a matrix capital P. Okay, please note and see how to find a submatrix. Suppose you have a matrix 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so this is a 3 cross 3 matrix. I want to find a submatrix to this. Okay, I want to find a submatrix to this. So how will you find? Let us just take the initial these elements. Okay, the submatrix will be, I am taking this 4 cross 4 matrix, this small 4 cross 4 matrix, and writing it down over here. Okay, so let us just start. The submatrix will be denoted by A and is written as 1 2 4 5. So these were few elements of our main matrix B, and out of that main matrix we have taken out a small matrix which is a 2 cross 2 matrix A, and this matrix A is known as our submatrix. This is our submatrix. So students, this is all about type of matrices, Next, I will be taking on equality of matrices, how to find determinant of matrices. Please keep watching my lectures and understanding all about matrices. Thank you.